Have you guys heard of foreign accent syndrome?
Foreign accent.
I think that's what I got.
Yes.
You have?
I have heard of it.
What is it, to your knowledge?
It's where you just apparently randomly develop a foreign accent. Like just
through like trauma.
Yes.
Yeah, or I don't know the science behind it, but it's like not that you were visiting somewhere and you like picked up the accent like a study of.
Oh, I do that all the time too.
Yeah,
You're going to like England or Australia,
Yeah,
and somehow end up sounding more British or
and then
Australian.
you come back and you're like an asshole to your friends. Like this guy thinks he's from fucking England.
I know,
But
right?
it's like apparently when it's just like suddenly triggers and now you just have a foreign accent.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, what they're saying is it's a rare disorder where after brain damage or having some trauma to the head, the neurological pathways are like disconnected, and now all of a sudden you're just kind of speaking and maybe you can't even construct full sentences, and you're speaking in broken English, and also has a little bit of an accent.
I remember there was a British lady who went into a coma and then she woke up and she claimed she has a Chinese accent.
But it sounded like legit, like full Chinese.
That's
How does it pick up that accent?
is that racist?
Yeah, like what region? Like, how do you determine? Do you get to choose which region you get to have the accent from?
I know.
Is it the last one you heard, maybe?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Like
Maybe it's like the one you're most racist towards. Like it's karma.
It's like, why did she get a Chinese accent?
All right, well, funny enough, this is another British lady. She didn't get a Chinese accent, but she got this accent.
Irish.
Jamaican.
Hi, I'm Emily. I'm from Bournemouth. I am 31 years old, and I have foreign accent syndrome. It all started
It's like Russian?
It was a migraine. But
British.
actually it turned out to be a sign of a stroke that I'd had. I was admitted into hospital for 3 weeks. From that, I actually couldn't speak at all.
It doesn't sound like she's
By the
faking
time I was discharged, I still did not speak.
It's
I
very
did not-
consistent.
No words came out.
It sounds like Eastern European or something.
It does.
But Russian can also, like, the way she's speaking, it could be like just, she has brain damage and she's just slurring her words.
True. Well, that was the beginning. So she got hurt. I actually don't know how she got hurt, but basically, when she did get hurt, her initial symptoms were she couldn't speak at all. She couldn't activate her own voice, and she couldn't like speak.
Wow.
And after I think about 2 months, it came back to her. But this time, it came back with an accent. And then, depending on how tired she is and how like or stressed she is, her accent goes from French to Italian to Polish to Russian.
I wonder which one her angry one is. Maybe when she's nervous, she's Russian because she's like on camera right now, so she's like,
True. Yeah, this is the Russian one.
And then when she's mad, she turns Polish or like Italian. She even throws the fucking hands out and shit.
Hopefully they're like that during sex, it's like French.
Then the good
Not
one.
Russian.
Yeah.
Wee wee wee. Like that?
Better.
Particular type of sex.
But yeah, so she's all. So now that she's like has the foreign accent, she also has come across something that she never came across before in her life, which was discrimination. So walking around in England,
They think she's some foreigner.
yeah, that people treat her differently now. Treat people like certain people, and not everyone. She says like most people are still really nice and inquisitive about her accent and whatnot, but some people start berating her about going back to her country and things like that because she sounds like 1 out of 4.
That's so fucking funny, dude. She's full-blown British, and they're like, "Get out of here, fucking foreigner!"
I was born right there.
Like, wait, what?
I like how the Southern comes out, no matter what country.
That's the racist guy across the world.
My question is like, do you have to have had previous contact with that accent for your brain to latch?
Chinese lady, the one that had
I
the
think that
Asian
would-
accent,
I think
never
that
left the country or left at her even town. I don't think.
Like, how does your
Movies. You watch enough movies, maybe you pick up. It's like
yeah, but that's
it's registered in
contact.
your-
What if you've never this is like super isolated, but like you've never really heard that accent, and now like you have that trauma. Is it still possible to speak?
I think it'd be impossible if you never like heard it or anything like that.
Yeah.
Because it's not something you just have programmed in your brain like an accent.
How come boxers don't have this? They have head trauma. Mike Tyson never has like a
Well, they do
Chinese
have slurred speech.
Probably. It seems a little
The
rare.
best boxer in the world, man.
But he sounded like that before.
A Chinese Mike
Oh, fuck you up, man.
Chinese Mike Tyson accent, that would be so good.
Maybe it's different trauma.
Because every boxer would be like speaking all kinds of crazy shit.
Yeah, well, I mean, they definitely have the slurred speech, which is the beginning of it.
Oh.
Yeah, but maybe they need to get punched in the head a couple more times, maybe. I don't know.
Have you heard about the other brain damage thing where people will wake up and they can speak like languages that were gone, like freaking Sumerian or like some ancient language or like they never even learned a language before, and then they can speak like
they come out of a
I want
coma.
that one.
perfectly or whatever.
Yeah, those I've seen ones where it was like they speak Spanish and they can't even speak English, but they didn't speak Spanish before that. But I guess like just through, like hearing it a lot, they kind of like were able to put the words
There's
together.
that too.
Do they lose the
I want
original
that.
language? Like,
I think so.
Oh, so they lose the English, but they can speak the Spanish now.
Well, they
That's fucking wild.
they understand English, they understand it, but then their initial thoughts
comes
in
out
the
of
brain
it?
and everything is Spanish.
Interesting.
And you're talking about the same disorder Joe's talking about?
I don't know if it's the same disorder, but it's like similar.
Yeah, it's kind of like in passing I read or watched shit like this, and it's just nuts. Like I just remember one, it was like this person was speaking Latin, and they just picked up the language, and I'm like, that's some demonic shit, dude. Only demons speak Latin now, you know? No one really speaks it anymore but demons and like
Oh, pastors.
maybe.
They go into
I like how it's like the consistent thing is like demons definitely speak Latin. Like, there's a fact we know it's demons.
It's kind of their thing, you know? Like every time you have like a poltergeist or some kind of like, what do you call it, exorcism, right? They're always speaking Latin.
Yeah, they're not speaking like straight English.
No, I want a contemporary demon. Like, I want someone to come out and like,
Using like slang and just like talking.
I'm gonna kill you as fuck right now, RN, bitch.
RN, bitch.
That's not even a scary demon anymore. Like, how old are you? 12?
Demon's fucking annoying.
It's a 12-year-old annoying ass demon.
But yeah, so this lady, she says that her voice, her pitch, is actually a lot lower now than it used to be. She says that her voice was actually kind of mousy before, and it's like very high pitched.
What if she got possessed?
My voice used to be higher pitch. So I forgot which one of my girlfriends was watching an old video, like when I first started uploading on YouTube, and she was just like, holy shit, your voice got deeper.
Really?
Is that a bad thing?
No,
You're just getting older,
Hear it
right?
yourself though? Like, did you watch that video?
Yeah, I did. I did hear it.
Did you hear it?
Yeah. Maybe I was more intimidated or something, so I was like trying to like, I don't know.
Yeah, well, I feel like that's how girls talk a lot, like online and stuff. Hi. When they're just like trying to like be bubbly and stuff.
True.
Was I bubbly before? I think I was always kind of like,
Maybe it's just a confidence thing.
maybe.
You get more comfortable in front of the camera, so you just speak more assertively.
Or my balls just dropped and then.
Could be that. I don't know.
I'm still waiting for my balls to drop. My voice is so high pitched.
Your laugh, not your voice.
It's so squeaky. But yeah.
You know, try to get hit in the head, man. Maybe pick up some accents.
Yeah, I mean, and then,
Which one would you want? Like
If you
Italian accent?
smoked a lot, it'll help you.
oh, true. Maybe I should pick up smoking.
There's a lot of really dangerous ways to get to this end result. Yeah.
True.
I feel like if mine happened, it would go like either Indian or like Borat.
Oh my god, I would love
Or
that.
I'd be sick.
I would love it. Make it happen.
I used to,
Very
like, mimic
nice.
Borat. Yeah, like I used to mimic him so much that I feel like that's what my body knows.
My body crazy.
next
Yakshimash.
step, yeah.
Very nice.
I would hate life.
I mean, you just gotta move to like Lithuania or something where
That's
they
not
speak
how they
like
speak.
that.
They don't speak like Borat.
Speak like Borat and try to pick up on a chick.
It wouldn't work.
You can.
I know, just try it. Just play.
You would have to kidnap them.
Yeah, I would have to kidnap them. I forgot I saw something where it was like, they were like, oh, girls like guys with like European accents. So he goes and starts doing like an Eastern European accent. Like a straight like Borat to the girls. It's like, yo, what the fuck?
Yeah, why is that? Why is some accents more like sought after?
suave ones.
Yeah, more
I like
suave, and
people
some
like
others
that.
aren't. Like Chinese accents aren't that at all.
Because they're pitchy.
Aesthetics, you know, is just kind of hard to describe.
It's like a song. Like the more it can sound like a song and it's fluid and like the octave is lower and more soothing, it's nice. But if it's like Vietnamese, no shade, but it's just very high pitchy and like loud.
German, where it's just like
German,
very
yeah.
Oh, yeah,
harsh.
German isn't-
Yeah.
yeah, it's
no one's
not
like, ooh, that
sexy.
I think
German
it's 'cause
accent.
from English, right? You're listening to it, and all of these languages that we like, it's similar. It's the Latin family group.
They're romance languages, right?
Yes.
It's like,
So it's the most similar. So I think that's why it sounds good.
So we all speak American English, so we can't. Can we tell how sexy the American accent is on the spectrum?
super sexy.
Super sexy.
Just scolding hot.
I don't know.
Cletus right now is like, hell yeah, I'm sexy.
Yeah, but when we travel, people always say our accents are really dope. And I'm like, what accent? You're the one with the accent.
Fuck you. Go back to where you came from.
The most American shit.
sorry, super defensive there. So, hey man, you came here.
Can you tell the difference of trashy British and high class British? Because they all sound classy to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's like 20 different British
Especially
accents.
like I've got some British friends and they're like, this is the certain type of people speak this way, and it's just like the same thing. You know what I mean?
It's like local, whatever, right? It all sounds classy to me. Like I could tell the difference, but I'm just like, ooh, that sounds not bloody hell. Thank you.
Well, the ones that you can't understand, that's the
You bloody cunt.
They say like the Peaky Blinders accent. What is that called? Like Cockney accent.
The Cockney accent.
My buddy's from England, and he's like, I can't watch that show. The accents are so like fake.
Oh, it's not real.
Well, yeah, it's just like so much that he's like, I can't watch it. It's like it's too inaccurate. And I'm like, I think you're being a little bit.
Aren't all the actors British though? But I guess they don't have the.
They don't have that accent, so maybe it'd be like us doing like a southern accent.
Yeah,
we'll
like,
New York one or whatever. Yeah.
I don't know, but I was like, I feel like you're putting way too. It's a good show. You should just watch it regardless.
Great show.
I think Americans, they can't tell accents as good as other countries though.
Well, we're also not around other countries like let's say Europe or Asia. They're so close together. It's like only a few
Well,
hours.
because we have like, they all watch our shows, we don't really watch theirs. You know, so when they're putting on an accent, but you kind of.
You're not watching Peaky Blinders.
Huh?
That's true. You know why? Because I be watching documentaries and sometimes people need subtitles, and I'm like, why? They're just speaking English. It's like a slight accent. I'm like, what the fuck? Because you know how they do that if they sound too fucked up.
But it's
Dude,
like,
when Dennis Rodman talks, I need fucking.
That's true.
I need all sorts of.
We're watching his
subtitles.
documentary
It's like,
on
what the
ESPN.
fuck is he saying?
I want him to clear his throat. He's like, I'm like, oh shit.
He looked like he got stinky ass breath and he talks for like 1 hour straight without letting anybody else talk.
That's true.
Do you think any other country has many different accents as America does? Because you know, like England's got a couple different, regional accents, but like the amount that you have in America is like, you got your East Coast accent, and you have your like Boston East Coast accent.
Do you have an
Southern
East Coast accent?
like
do you?
some words, yeah, some words, but like where I'm from, even in New Jersey, it's some Central Jersey, so it's neutral. South Jersey, very distinct accent. North Jersey is your typical Italian, Jersey accent. I'm in the middle, so certain words have it, but it's such a small state, but it's influenced by Philadelphia gives its accent to South Jersey, and New York gives its accent to North Jersey.
Oh, shit.
And they're wildly different accents.
Does everyone in Philly talk like Rocky?
No, it's like you ever hear people be like, oh, bagel. They say word like instead of bagel, they say bagel, or like rum instead of room. They're like,
How do you
it's
say
not
apartment?
rum.
What's apartment in your language?
I mean, I say apartment.
Apartment.
But like maybe like apart that would be a little bit sort of Jersey.
Apartment.
Yeah, and then North Jersey is like
Boston,
it's an
no?
apartment. Yeah,
Apartment, yeah.
Coffee?
Yeah, that's North Jersey.
North Jersey.
Yeah. But it's like just even that, and then you have New Orleans where it's like then you probably need subtitles. Like that's like hard to understand, and then
That's 12.
it's like Canadians, they say bag for bag. Yeah. But then they say bottle, so they say it properly.
Bottle.
And we say bottle, like BODDLE.
Canadians
Bottle.
just sound like people from Minnesota to me.
Yeah.
That's very similar.
difference.
yeah,
It's a boot
But there's
saying.
another accent in America. It's just wildly different.